Welcome back to another video. This is another show review of One Tree Hill. Disclaimer, I did start this show a while ago and got through probably season 1 and part of season 2 and then didn't watch it for like months on end. So those 2 seasons are kind of foggy, and maybe a little bit of season 3 are kind of foggy. So yeah. Yeah, let's get into the amazing cast list. Nathan, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what I first thought of Nathan, but I'm guessing I didn't like him. Towards the middle, it really depended on what was going on. I don't know, Nathan was one of those characters where it wasn't, hate him to love him. It was hate him, liked him, dependent on the episode and what was going on, if I liked him or not. So, I mean, he was a good guy. Peyton, freaking loved her. I do wish she would have come back in the last season, even if it was just for the last episode. But in the time since I've finished One Tree Hill and doing this, I have learned some things, and now I'm not as, disappointed that she didn't come back, because I get it. I do wish she would have come back, but knowing things now, I'm not it's not gonna be like, well, they had no reason not to bring her back, because there was a reason. Brooke, especially those first several seasons, was debatable, especially because I was on Peyton's side, but especially towards the end, I loved it. I will say one thing before I forget. When Brooke was pregnant, I felt like that was just skimmed over, because it was all done in one episode. I feel like that was just so quickly skimmed over, and I wish we would have gotten more of that, especially because it was a big part of Brooke's life. But whatever. Lucas, love Lucas, man. I will say I have no fucking clue what the hell that hairstyle was in the last season. Lord Jesus Christ, I couldn't take that man straight. They're talking about Nathan and how he got kidnapped, and I could not take that man straight with that hair. Really couldn't. Haley, I really do like Haley. There were a couple times where I'm like, what aren't you doing? But whatever. But can't think of them off the top of my head, so they weren't big moments, but I do remember thinking that. Dan can go die in a goddamn hole, and I don't know why he stuck around so long, and they tried, especially with that last season, did a redemption arc, and I'm like, bullcrap. No such thing as a redemption arc for Mr. Dan Scott. When he was dying, I did my eyes got watery, but that was because Haley was crying and Jamie was crying, and that got me crying. It wasn't about why they were crying, it was about who was crying. Mouth, at first I did think he was kind of annoying, and then he was good, and then he was just kind of there. He was a good character, but season 5, I think, season 4, season 5, season 3, he had a good storyline. He had a reason to be there. Other than that, he was kind of the kid that was there that reported things. Skittles, I don't remember how we were introduced to Skittles, but I just remember one day he was just suddenly there, and then he was there again, and then he was there again, and I'm like, what the fuck is this dude? And that's just me, because that's on me. So One Tree Hill is definitely a show I'm gonna rewatch. So I'm interested to see when Skittles is coming in. Also, fun fact, Brooke is the only one that was in every episode other than the pilot. Person that was in most episodes. I learned about that. I'm like, Brooke's not in the pilot? I can't say a damn thing because I don't remember the pilot. Karen, I don't know, she was really sweet. I liked her. I mean, nothing else to say about that. She was cute. Jamie is Jamie, and he is so cute, and I love him, and yeah, he's a kid. There's not a lot to say, but he does speak some real truths. Keith, loves Keith. There were a couple times where I'm like, debatable, but okay. Also, the picture on here is a very weird picture. Chase, he was a fun character, and then he kind of came back, and then he was just there, and then he left, and then he came back, and he was just there again, and then he had a good storyline with Chuck, and then he was just there again. Whitey, I love Whitey. I do wish we like got to see him with like Dan, but I wish we got to see him like one more time, especially in like the last season or something. I don't know. I feel like that would have been sweet. Quinn, at first I didn't know how to feel about Quinn. I'm not going. I really just didn't know how to feel about Quinn, and I don't know if that was just because Peyton and Lucas weren't in that season. But towards the end, I really do like Quinn, and he's the sweetest. Bev was there. Rachel can go die. Clay, once again, was very debatable, and then I liked him, and then like the last season, his storyline was, what the fuck was that? Like, out of nowhere, curveball, you have a kid. I don't know, last season Clay and Quinn did not serve. Deb can just leave. Alex, sorry, I thought I heard someone like right outside my door, and I was talking really loud, so yeah. Anyways, Alex, I liked her. I don't know, she was okay. Julian, really did like him. I also thought it was really funny that Peyton dated him and broke up with him. It was like Lucas, but the opposite. Millicent, loved her. The whole modeling thing was kind of out there. Chris can go die in a hole or be with Chase and make more funny moments for no goddamn reason. Seeing if there's any other like big people that we're gonna talk about. Oh, I know who that is. Mia, loved her, so sweet. Sam, liked her. Veronica, Victoria, I don't know, I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop with her. I really was. Yeah, so there's that. That's kind of it. That's all that's on here. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm trying to think. I wish we kind of had more cameos, especially that last season, unless Dan. I also feel like the last season just was kind of chaotic between like Nathan and Quinn, and I feel like last season was a little chaotic, you know? Yeah, that's kind of it. I think the only real like storyline in the last season was like Brooke having kids and Julian having kids and whatever. Also, Julian and Brooke's wedding and Skittles, I was with that man because like I'm like, okay, let's look at the past history of weddings and anything going right in, you know, Tree Hill. Let's look at the records. And I was also just waiting for Haley to go into labor and be like, that's gonna be a thing. That's what's gonna go, you know, not according to plan at this wedding, is Haley's gonna go into labor. It didn't happen, and I don't know if I'm sad or mad, but like, I don't know, part of me's like, you missed a great opportunity, but at the same time it's like, yeah. At the same time, if Haley would have went in labor, we would have never got Haley tricking everyone, which I think was the funniest thing. What else? Brooke almost dying. in that car accident. Julian, I swear to God, I was so on the edge of my seat during that. What else? I don't know. That's kind of it. I wish I had more, but I really don't. Because I am blanking. And yeah. Favorite episodes. Episodes that kind of pop on my head are Psycho Derek attack episodes, the school shooting episode, which we're starting off strong. Championships, still going off strong. Episode Brooke almost died, also still starting off strong. And that's kind of it, where I'm like, I remember like that whole episode. Yeah. Like I said, I really like Tree Hill. I am gonna rewatch it at some point. Jesus Christ, Rabbit. I don't know when though. But at some point. And yeah. Tell me what you guys think down below of Tree Hill. One Tree Hill, sorry. One Tree Hill. And yeah. That's kind of it. Sorry this video is a mess, but I'm just a mess right now, but at the same time I want to get these videos recorded, so gotta stop it. Anyways,